Hey guys, this is a little poem I wrote like 5 hours ago. I'm trying to memorize it, so right now I'm not going to be reading it, so whatever I remember, I will be saying out loud. Um, so by the way, this poem, or I guess it's a little quote, but, I wrote this for my best friend. So, if you're Catholic, can you please pray for him up in heaven? I lost him a long time ago, but that story will be in another time. So, subscribe, like, comment, and share this video with others if you ever lost a really close friend to you. But this is a he, so if it's a she, then pretend it's the she. Okay, here it goes. And if I mess up, sorry. Every single night I lie in bed. I try to remember all the things in my head. Every single night I remember that day when you tried to risk your own life for me. You shouldn't have done that. I know you shouldn't. But I really did trust you and I really did love you. You were my first lover, I guess. But I knew you loved someone else, so I gave it a rest. Then on my birthday, on my 4th birthday, we went to go get ice cream that day, and then that's when it happened. A girl and her father came to run over you, and then apparently it was for me instead. You took the cover for me, and apparently you died that day. It made both me and Mavis really sad on that simple day. The worst birthday I could ever dream for, but I still had hope. I prayed for you every single night and still have my dreams coming true. 6 years later, I still remember you now. I tell your stories, and I try to keep my mouth shut. People make fun of me now, but I don't let that go to my head. I know you would say, ignore them, but I couldn't say the same. All I wanted was for you to be by my side, and yet there's no feelings I could either hide. All this feeling is now coming out. You could all see it now. My depression, my suicidal thoughts, everything I draw and everything I wrote is still coming out. Everything I remembered, everything I said, everything I did to you. I'm sorry for all the bad things I did. I never meant to do them. I never meant to do harm. Please forgive me and all the harm I'd done. 16 years later, now I am 26. Now you can tell now I am dying sick. I got myself poisoned. I should have paid attention. I know you didn't want this, but I couldn't pay attention. All I could think about was you. I've been a nice guy, but he could never replace you. Sooner or later, after dating, we became lovers and then got married. 2 years later, we have 2 children. Apparently, I was still pregnant again. I was driving one day, and then I thought you would be my guardian angel for the rest of my life ever since that day, until that's when I realized nothing can stay the same. After I lost my 3rd child, before she could even be born, and I realized that could have been you who was born. Then I realized, could you have been reincarnated as my new child? Then I realized, no, it couldn't be. I had so much good luck, I had so much hope until I realized my family could be better without me. Same thing with my children, that goes. As soon as I fly away up into heaven, I will descend and then come back down to earth to be reunited with my children, my family, with everybody I love, everybody who cared about me, and everybody who flew like a dove. Even the people who were up in heaven, I got to see them again and then get reincarnated. I tried so very hard just to see you until one day. It was the end of the line, just before I could go. I never got to say my last goodbye. I never got to say, so have a happy life. But not everything can stay, and not everything can be harmed. I tried so hard. I tried to be the same. I tried to be the one who could save the day. Yet I was wrong. I was dead. Sooner or later, my family's crying in bed. Who am I without them? And who am I with them? No one. Just as somebody who lives on earth, and no one who's really that important. I left my children behind. I left my husband as well. Now he's alone, and I know he'll be dying as well. He's dying from depression. I know he's thinking about suicidal thoughts, just like how I did. Now I regret every single thought. My children are depressed. They cannot forget how I was. They can never forget everything I've tried to do for them. Every single night after 5 years have passed, they have their own families now, and they still come visit me while I'm dying in bed. My husband is now dead. I see him up in heaven. But now I realized I shouldn't be here instead. I should be in hell. I should be living next to the devil. He should be torturing me instead of me having the wings of an angel. I never got to see the light, and I never got to see my best friend, Jason. I do miss you. And by the way, I'll see you then. When we both get reincarnated, I promise you I will. I will hug you as tight as I can once I get reunited with you. Brother or sister, lovers in crime, I don't really care as long as I'm by your side. As long as you never forget me, and as long as you're still there. Never forget the hope that I have shared. Okay, that's all I can memorize right now, but there's 5 more paragraphs of it. Actually not 5, I think 15 maybe. But yeah, there's a lot to it. So if you like a part 2 of the rest of it, once I memorize the rest, I promise I'll make a part 2 or part 3. I don't know how many parts I will be doing, but I'll be adding on to this poem, and I'll be making another video to showing you artwork that I've been doing in my room. So peace out, subscribe, comment, share this with friends, show you my Instagram and Musically and all that type of stuff in the description below. So don't forget, hit the like button and notifications, and then you can get notified about everything. And also, if you never noticed that I also cut my hair, that's all I wanted to say last. So peace out and live a happy life. And if you ever choose to do what I do, write poems, draw, animate, do speed edits, and all that type of stuff, then sure, and goodbye.